Someone says one small sentence, not loudly, not cruelly, not even like they were trying to hurt you, just a small comment. Maybe they say it in passing, maybe they laugh right after, maybe nobody else in the room reacts. And 5 minutes later, they have already forgotten it. But you do not. You remember the words, you remember the tone, you remember where you were standing. You remember the strange pause after they said it. And somehow, years later, the sentence still comes back. At night, in the shower, while driving, right before sleep. And when it comes back, it does not feel like an old sentence. It feels fresh. Your chest tightens, your face gets warm, your stomach drops a little, and your mind starts replaying the scene like it is still trying to solve something. What did they mean? Was it a joke? Was there truth in it? Did everyone else notice? Did they see something in you that you did not want seen? This is not just overthinking. And it is not proof that you are weak. It is something older. Your brain does not save every comment. It saves the ones that feel like warnings. Because to an ancient part of the human mind, social danger was never small. A sentence can be tiny, but if it feels like rejection, judgment, loss of status, or a crack in belonging, your brain may treat it like survival information. That is why one small comment can stay longer than 100 kind words. Kind words say, "You are safe." But one sharp comment asks, "Are you still accepted?" And the brain is much more interested in possible danger than confirmed safety. For most of human history, belonging was not just emotional, it was physical. A human alone was vulnerable. You needed the group for food, for protection, for warmth, for warning, for recovery when you were hurt. To be seen as strange, weak, useless, unreliable, or unwanted was not just uncomfortable. It could threaten your place. So the brain learned to track social signals with extreme attention. A cold tone, a strange look, a laugh at the wrong moment, a sentence that sounded casual but felt pointed. Your modern mind may say, "It was nothing, they forgot. It does not matter, move on." But the older system underneath asks, was that a warning? Did my place change? Should I remember this person differently? Should I act differently next time? That is why the body reacts before logic arrives. Your shoulders tighten. Your breathing changes. You become aware of the room. You replay your face, your answer, their expression, the silence after. Because the brain is not only asking whether the comment was true, it is asking whether you are still safe around people. That is what makes small comments so powerful. They do not hurt only because of the words. They hurt because of what the words might mean. A simple sentence can open a much bigger file. Maybe they do not respect me. Maybe I looked stupid. Maybe I said too much. Maybe everyone thinks this. Maybe this is how people actually see me. And once that file opens, the brain starts searching. It replays the moment. Then it replays your response. Then it imagines what you should have said. Then it looks for older evidence. A look from last week, a silence from last month, a joke from years ago. Suddenly the mind begins connecting things that may not even belong together. Not because it enjoys hurting you, but because it is trying to build a map. Where is the danger? Who saw it? What changed? How do I stop this from happening again? The more unclear the comment was, the more the brain returns to it. A direct insult can hurt, but at least it is visible. You know what happened. An offhand comment is different. It hides inside an ordinary moment. It gives just enough pain to notice, but not enough clarity to close the loop. That is why it can follow you for years. The moment ended, but the question stayed open. And unfinished social pain is one of the brain's favorite things to replay, especially at night. During the day, there is noise, work, messages, movement, people, light, tasks. But at night, when everything gets quiet, the brain starts opening the files it never finished. And there it is again. That sentence, that face, that tone, that little drop in your chest. Your body is safe in bed, but the memory brings back the same old question. Was I rejected? Was I seen wrong? Was I less safe than I thought? This is why old comments can feel new. The body does not always treat emotional memory like history. If a memory carried enough threat, the nervous system can react as if the signal is happening again. The person may be gone. The room may be gone. The moment may be gone. But the pattern is still familiar. A small social wound, a sudden loss of safety, a question with no answer. So the brain pulls it back up and says, look at this again. But here's the part that changes everything. The fact that it hurt does not mean it was true. Pain is not proof. Pain is only proof that your nervous system detected possible danger. A smoke alarm can be loud when there is no fire. A body can freeze when there is no threat. And a brain can replay a comment that was careless, insecure, random, or completely wrong. The reaction was real, but the message may not be. Someone may have spoken from their own insecurity. Someone may have been trying to be funny. Someone may have noticed one tiny part of you and mistaken it for the whole. Someone may have forgotten the sentence before it even reached your bones. But your brain kept it. Not because they were powerful, not because they understood you, not because the comment deserved a permanent place inside you, but because your brain thought, this might help protect us later. That is the quiet tragedy of some old memories. They were saved as protection. But over time, they started to feel like identity. Maybe I am awkward. Maybe I am too much. Maybe I am not smart. Maybe I am weak. Maybe people see something wrong in me. But a remembered wound is not always a truth. Sometimes it is just an old alarm. And an old alarm does not get to define the whole room. You can still remember the comment and stop treating it like a verdict. You can notice the sting without building your identity around it. You can say, this hurt me because belonging matters. This stayed because my brain was trying to protect me. But this sentence does not get to explain who I am. Because you are not weak for remembering. You are human. You have a nervous system built for connection. A brain built to notice social danger. A body that still carries ancient rules from a world where rejection could mean real danger. But you are also not trapped inside that old rule. The comment may still exist in memory, but it does not have to sit in the center of your life. It can become smaller. It can become information. It can become a painful moment without becoming a life sentence. So if you still remember that one comment, the one from school, the one from a parent, the one from a friend, the one from a stranger, the one from someone who probably forgot it immediately, maybe the question is not, why am I so sensitive? Maybe the better question is, does this sentence still deserve the power my body gave it? Because your brain may have saved the comment to protect you, but now you can decide whether it still belongs there. Not every painful sentence is a prophecy. Not every old alarm is wisdom. And not every person who hurt you accidentally gets to become the narrator of your life. Sometimes one small comment stays for years, not because it knows who you are, but because your ancient brain was trying, in its clumsy, protective way, to make sure you are still safe.